Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Heavy Live with Scoop B. I am Brandon Scoop B Robinson, senior writer here at Heavy.com. We are live on all of Heavy's Facebook platforms. We've got Heavy on Celtics, Heavy on Lakers, Heavy on Bulls, as well as Heavy's YouTube channel and my Twitter at Scoop B, which is streaming through Twitter and Periscope. In the building with my new friend, Nate Hinton from
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Chief?
I'm feeling good, feeling blessed. How you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored, man. It's about you today. The NBA draft is tomorrow, and your name is going to be called digitally. $1 million question on a scale of 1 to 10. How excited are you? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you?
A scale of 1 to 10. After I hear my name called, it's definitely gonna be at a 12 or 13. But right now, it's kind of a 7, 8. Each hour keep going by, my stomach is getting more and more nervous and things like that. But I'm not too nervous, not too anxious, just because it's all a part of God's plan, and whatever's meant is meant. I take it on the chin. So I'm just appreciative of this opportunity, and just excited to go up and start this new journey.
You said in an interview in 2017 to the Gaston Gazette, because you are from Gaston, North Carolina, you said, turned basketball into my job. I thought that was significant. You went on to say that's one of the things I've done in the last couple months, turning it into a job, trying to have the mindset of a pro, doing a little of the extra work. I'm curious to know from your perspective, who motivates you? What motivates you?
Just that statement right there. Growing up, my mom used to always ask me and my brother, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to do to grow up? And at a young age, I'm thinking, I don't know what I want to do. Right now, I'm having fun playing basketball.
Sure.
And so the older I got, because it's not a traditional job where, you typically go to degree, then go to school, X, Y, and Z, then get a job. It's you gotta bet on yourself in every situation. So over years, I just kind of motivated me to show my mom that, look, this is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. So and all the things that you instilled in me, this is where it comes from. So, and also that hunger, that drive to be one of the best in the game. Put a lot of work in, put a lot of time in. So I think that that's just what drives me.
You are a 6'5" wing that led your team in rebounding. You averaged 8.7 per game. What's in your Wheaties, sir?
Actually, I'm really 6'6". They be putting a 6'5". I don't know why I'm 6'5", no shoes, but
okay.
6'6". It's not the Wheaties, it's the oatmeal.
Okay.
It's the oatmeal, the apple cinnamon oatmeal. It's definitely get that energizer, gets me going, and I just got a knack to win. It's a competition. Competition is instilled in me, and there's winners and losers. So, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose, and I don't like losing. So,
when I think of 6'6" swings that can rebound, that can defend, you average 1.4 steals per contest for the Cougars this season. Names that I can rattle off the bat: James Worthy. And LeBron James, but he's a few inches taller than you. Who do people say you play like?
They kind of try to figure out what do I play like. Honestly, they just kind of see a dog out there. I mean, I don't think you can put a label on who I play like. You can kind of give hints at Marcus Smart because how he plays, his aggression. He's all over the place. Just the mindset of like Patrick Beverly, Montrezl Harrell, like the guys like that. It's not the fact that I play like them. It's just the mentality that I take on with guys like that. And also like, a little bit of Avery Bradley, and just guys that just take pride in guarding. And I think that just, outside of the size, I think that just to have the knack and have that pride of, look, I'm going to stop you. And, I want to, get my team stops and energize my team. I think that that's what, the comparison can come from.
I find it interesting that you mentioned Marcus Smart and you mentioned Avery Bradley. Avery Bradley is a former Celtic, now a Laker. Marcus Smart is a Celtic. Just in reading different things about you, the thing that has been brought up was they said that you met with the Celtics. What were your conversations with them like, if you could share?
Just the usual, just kind of want to get to know me because you see the film, you hear from coaches, do your research, do your background, and then once you get to know me, you see that's the real me. But it was just really general question, just kind of trying to pick my brain and see what I'm all about, and I'm all about winning. So the Boston Celtics have a history of winning, and so that's kind of what kind of got those guys interested, and we'll see what happens.
What's the weirdest question that you've been asked in your interview process?
The weirdest question I think would be, it was to describe the people in the room. There was a lot of people, a group of 12 people, and it was just to see like, okay, one guy is a farmer, another guy is a former pro, and another guy, I don't know, just some random thing that like to do. But it was like 12 people on there, and I'm like, we're here to talk about basketball. We're here to talk about, me trying to get on your team, and you're trying to figure out, what three guys look like. I'm like, they all look like farmers. They all look like, I don't know, they all have some type of thing with basketball. So I guess they're all play pro ball. But it was just weird to me because it was out of the norm from everybody else. And, that was pretty much it.
What's the most asked question that you got during your interview process?
The most asked question that I got, I think, is it really real? They want to hear from me, is it really real? Like what they see on film, what they see here from the coaches, is it the truth? Like, are you really, who you say you are, who you portray to be? And that's kind of the thing that I've been hanging my hat on. Like, can you be a dog? Can you come in and contribute? And my answer has been most definitely can. I'm built for it, and obviously, it's going to be a road that a lot of roles that I have to adjust to, and a lot of things are different. But at the end of the day, it's basketball. The goal is to put the ball in the hole, rebound, and defend, and stop the other team from scoring. So it's simple, and make the right reads and things like that. So not try to overthink it, overcomplicate it.
I can tell that you made mention of, is it really real? And then talking to you, when I started talking about basketball, two things lit up. Your eyes lit up. And you sound like you were in a press conference. You're like, like whole demeanor. That's how I know you
really lit it. Yeah. I really lit it. It's like, when I said that, some people make statements and they don't remember what they said, but I really said that I want to make this my job. And so when I said that, only three people really believed it, and the more and more time things believed it. But I believed it. My trainer believed it, Coach Jody Patton, and my brother believed it. So we're the only people that really believed it, because I really said, like, look, I really want to be a pro, and they see the look in my eyes, and they know that that's how it is. So at this point, I'm 10 toes in. I've been 10 toes in, and I've been full force ahead. Like, I'm not playing around with it. And to seeing the fruits of my labor today is because of the groundwork, and you got to speak it, see it, and receive it.
Yeah, he said what he said.
Yeah.
In the building with Nate Hinton. I'm curious. The draft process is very different now because of COVID-19 than it was any other time in history. I mean, I read somewhere that they sent you they're sending draftees boxes with all 30 teams' hats in there, and then whatever team you pick, you take a picture with it on. Is that true? And did you get your package yet?
I haven't got it yet, so I don't know about that. Probably my team got it or things like that. But we'll see what happens.
What are your fondest memories of watching the draft on TV as a kid?
Just seeing the emotion and seeing how you literally can tell the hard work and all the years of kind of the struggle that some of these guys that go through, and that's finally hearing their name called and actually experiencing with their family. And seeing the emotion of, the dreams come true. It's not just I want to wake up and go to the NBA. No, it's not that case. It's you got to put the time in, put the effort in, and a lot of hard work, late nights, early mornings. Like, some people are based off talent, but for me, the role wasn't easy. If you told me 3 months ago from now, or this time last year, I was sitting in my dorm room, just kind of wanting it to be a dream of mine, but never knew how long it was going to take to get there. And so now, a year later, it's here, and I'm actually about to walk into it, and it's not a surprise to me, but it's just the fact that everything that took to get to this point. Once I said it, in 2017, that I want to be a pro. It wasn't easy. That everything around me started fighting against it. But I had to stay down and keep working.
Nate, tell me something. You talk about just COVID and just sitting in your dorm room and that hunger. I see it, I feel it, but I'm curious. Okay, so the NCAA shut down conference tournaments. There was no NCAA tournament, and then everybody was bored in the house and in the house bored. What do you remember most? You never thought somebody my age would say that to you. No, it's fine.
Nah. It was because it hit me a little bit later. My fault.
But not like in all seriousness though. Like
Yeah.
how much did COVID and not playing college or ending your college basketball season affect you and your normal routine, still being a college student, one, and two, it being your last year?
It was very. I was very numb to the fact that our season was over because I'm still in my mind trying to make sense of it and say, well, hopefully we can kind of try it in the end of March, the end of May, April. But then I'm like, hopefully they can try to figure it out because there's some unfinished business. But after the draft, I didn't know what to feel. And then, my coaches came to me and, just asked me, did I want to, have I been thinking about the draft? And obviously I've been thinking about the draft, but it wasn't on my mind at the moment. And so I didn't know how long the COVID was going to happen. But once I declared, it was just kind of like I just felt more, my gears started shifting over to my dream is about to happen. Like I'm really about to go towards my dream, something that I always wanted. And, I wanted to play, obviously win national championship, Final Four, play college ball. Obviously it's a part of the process. But at the end of the day, trying to get my mom in that crib is more important than anything ever. So I think that just competing and playing at the highest level and actually being a pro, like that's what I wanted to do. And now I'm about to walk into it. And so it just made this last couple of 8 months have been really the best months of my life because, every day I'm waking up is a day closer to my life changing. Every day is a chance for me to get better and play against the best of the best. So I just think that, I haven't broke my routine. My dad has a gym at his church, so I had the keys to that, and me and my trainer and my team, KLD Skills Academy, we've been in the gym, we've been blessed, and it's just a case of we just been appreciative that we had the opportunity and the resources to do that. So now we just full steam ahead.
I swear, as I'm hearing you talking, all I'm hearing I'm hearing the instrumental to Meek Mill. I had to grind like this, to shine like that. I'm hearing the piano. Why are you talking?
Yeah. I was listening to that album today. Like it just, just reminiscing. Like I literally feel like I can't talk about what I got. I can only talk about what I'm trying to get. And those music that you listen to, like, I used to grind like this, grind like that. Like I really had to do that. And so now I'm almost there, and I can't just lose that hunger because that's what got me here.
That's real. A few more questions. One, the Celtics obviously were the team you met with. Can you name any other teams that you met with besides the Celtics?
I met with the Orlando Magic, the Clippers, the Timberwolves, the Golden State, and Memphis and Charlotte, obviously, in Brooklyn, and the Rockets, and a lot of other teams that are they're on the list. It was a lot of them. So
sure, you're not leaving anybody out. That's just who you remember. It's a million things going on.
Yeah, right.
You talked about the fact that Meek Mill was the soundtrack, and you just listening to it the other day. What other music has caught your ear throughout this whole process?
Definitely Lil Baby. I feel like how he came up on QC when I was in high school. I went to a concert it was a QC Migos tour, and he was one of the guys that came out in the front in the beginning, and it was still daytime when he performed, and I knew who he was, but everybody else didn't really know who he was. But if you listen back to his albums of how he progressed to each album, progressed, and now he said my turn. Like that's what I've been listening to the whole time. It's my turn. Like I done had to really since 9th grade. Since I said I wanted to be a pro, I had to sacrifice and, play other roles and do other things for other teams, X, Y, and Z. But now it's my turn. Like I'm really about to walk into something that's going to benefit me. And the hard work that I put in, I had to play the back end. So it's all good. So my turn, it's really what it is. Not to be selfish, but I have to be selfish because just like, how he's talking about everything on his album, my turn. So,
tell me something. How often do people tell you that you look like Kobe with a fro?
I've heard it like 4 times, but I don't really see it. Like that's my favorite player, but like when somebody says it, I'm get confused. Like I don't really see it, but I mean maybe I had to see a side by side picture, maybe. But I definitely try to develop my mentality like him. But looks, I don't know. I mean that's the first today.
Okay, I don't think it'll be the last. I think it's the afro, and then like hearing you talk, like your passion. Yo, that's Kobe.
Hey, that's a good comparison. Hopefully I can live up to the better standard that he did and try to go farther than he did. That's a lot of pressure if you try to be like Cole, but you gotta be the best version of myself. So
favorite 2 Kobe moments.
Job's not finished. The job's not finished. That his speech when he said that job's not finished, and also I think the one where he was talking in the FIBA world. He talked to another guy in a different language, and LeBron was like, chill, Cole, but the next play picked up 94 feet right at you, then bang, silent the crowd. Like that's cold. Like just him doing that, that's that killer. Like you can talk trash, but you got to back it up. You got to. And so just seeing that passion and those couple plays, and obviously the job's not finished. Like right now, people ask me how excited you are. Like I'm excited. I am. I'm extremely blessed and appreciative, but the job's not finished. When you win games, it ain't about just winning the game. We try to win championships. In Houston, we used to say like, it ain't about winning the battle. It's about winning the war. Like, don't tell me about a battle. We trying to win the war here. So that mentality is literally me all day, every day. Don't tell me that, okay, yeah, we won a game, okay. Trying to win the championship, that ring, that banners forever.
Mm-hmm. Forever, ever.
Forever, ever. Yeah.
I know you got a busy schedule, man. I'm gonna let you get up out of here, but I wish you well. And keep doing your thing, brother. Pulling for you.
Appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you. I appreciate that.
My man, you heard it first. Nate Hinton, Scooby Radio podcast. You'll find this there as well. But most first and foremost, you'll find this Heavy Live with Scoopy on all Facebook channels on the replay. Second round pick, he's projected, but my man is a killer. We left out Jimmy Butler.
I don't even know why I ain't say that. That's the dude that I'm be looking at the most. The young Jimmy Butler, the Chicago Bulls with all the vets on the team, like that's the Jimmy Butler. Because when I come in the league, they're not gonna ask me, Nate, yeah, go out there and score 30. Like I know that they're gonna ask me, Nate, do your job, rebound, defend, and be what you've been, but take it up a little better. They want me to get better, but that Jimmy Butler, that young Jimmy Butler, that's just gonna go out there, grind, do the dirty work, and develop. And year by year, I know that I'm a hard worker. I got a history of it, so I'm not gonna get here and change. So year by year, bit by bit, just brick by brick, just kind of get better year by year, and then eventually year 3, 4, 5, 6, we stamp. And I strongly believe that because the hard work, it got to pay off. No other choice.
And then mid range is nasty.
Yeah, we working on that's the bread and butter. Mid range. They talking about the 3-ball. I mean. But, the mid-range is the bread and butter. We just working on all aspects of the game. And, a thing that a lot of teams think that I can't, not really can't, but I just didn't show that I can dribble the ball. But, I played point guard in high school. So, you can fall for the scout report if you want to. But it'll just be another opportunity for me to showcase that, I didn't have the opportunity in Houston. I played my role. But now if you ask me to, can you play with the ball in your hands? Yes, I can. And so that's adding more value to what I already can do, which is rebound, defend, and knock down the 3-ball.
Enough said. We out.
Yeah.